Alright, so peace. Now I'm making a new competitives ranking algorithm, as you can see here, with all of these games being less than what you see on any other part of this site. And it's the competitives ranking algorithm. Now, basically, this focuses on games where you are ranked versus unranked, which are exhibition games. So, in order to appear here, you gotta have at least 5 games, and it has to be against somebody who's also played at least 5 ranked games. So, the reason I made this, it was to see if guys are truly beating up on guys who just aren't in the scene, and seeing what their records actually are against each other. Because within the one-on-one space, at least personally, and I've talked with Coach Midrange as well, I think that these games against each other should hold the most weight. It doesn't mean you can't go out and play against randoms or someone that's new to the scene. However, we don't know if that person that's new to the scene is even going to stick around. So, to give you an example, Gerald Green. He's not on the scene. Nas played him. That's called an exhibition game. It's not a ranked game. He's not on the scene. It doesn't make sense. Darius Adams. Till Darius Adams plays enough games, he's going to be considered an exhibition game. Isaiah Briscoe, etc. And as you'll see, it kind of fluctuates with the talent level. We can have somebody like a Darius Adams that beats Rob, or we know how talented Isaiah Briscoe is. And then we also have Gerald Green, who got smacked 30 to, I don't know, 3, something like that. So at least to me, we should be focusing on games that are against each other within the scene in order to help this scene grow and for players to have the matchups we want to see. So, just scroll down here. You'll see that we got Zay at number 1, Nas 2, Ness 3, Scoob 4, Rob 5, and Moon 7. I know people are going to be like, what? Moon is number 7? Well, just one thing I didn't know. Moon has a ton of losses. Even Scoob, he has 10, but Moon is 66% against ranked games. And the good thing about this is that if y'all want to argue with this, y'all can just go through here. I'll look at the games that Moon has played that are considered ranked and the games that he's won. He's 14-1 that aren't considered ranked. So he lost to Mead recently, right? But when we go down here, we're looking at, let's start from the beginning. Will Toonin, D Bones, Ty Glover, Malcolm Stevenson, Fonby. Like, at least the top guys, you see with Nas, and Zay, probably not losing those guys, which is why those ones kind of hurt Moon. And for him to even still be up this high is pretty good, obviously, because Moon's a winner. Doesn't mean Moon doesn't have great wins, but again, looking through the list, he also lost to ISO, who he's ranked above, by the way. But the main points in this is you have your exhibition record and you'll be able to go through each person over here. Like Nas is 28-0 exhibition. This is probably never happening again. I know Midrange has said this, but it's probably never happening again. Let's look at Uncle Scoob. He has a ton of games, 33-5. Again, you're not punished for it because these guys may come onto the scene and then end up becoming a ranked player, and then those games will be counted towards them. And then we got someone like Nesco, which is crazy to me, but he only has 3 ranked L's. And honestly, this Terry game really should be 2. Because this Terry game shouldn't count because it's an OBL game. But he also has a Moon loss and then a Zay loss. I believe a Nas loss as well, if I'm not mistaken. I'll go through and double check. But you also have these ratings up here as well. You'll be able to see, compare. Now people are going to be like, well, Nas is 1 point above Zay, so why is Nas below him? Well, Zay beat him. When you're within a 100 point threshold, roughly, I think it's 100, who you beat, or if you beat that person, it matters. So you're going to be ranked above them. Same with Scoob and Rob. Rob is only 5-1 ranked. So you look at, he has the same ranked record as C4. It's crazy. But guess what? He's ranked above C4. Why? Because he beat Zay. He beat the number one guy. And you're able to look through his best wins. He beat Zay, he beat Scoob, he beat Isote, he beat Kel, he beat Day Day. So it works out. And there's another thing you can do with this. Go to ask about these rankings now, because I know people have so many questions on why someone's ranked where someone else is at. So it says, why is Zay above Nas? We can look here and it gives you a description saying why Zay is above Nas. And it's only by 1 point, honestly. But look, it says, worth noting, 4 Nas's wins received reduced credit because the opponents had losing records at the time. So guys with losing records, if you beat them twice, you're not going to be rewarded the same. Like, if you already beat them already and they're losing and they're below 50%, you shouldn't be rewarded for beating up on a guy who clearly isn't a winner. Right? Keem is capped. We have what this, and y'all can go through and look on here yourselves. Also, for players not in the list, here's something else we can do. If I want to look for, I'm probably not going to be able to see it, probably because I'm blocking it. If I want to look at Bijan, let's see. Yeah, you're not able to see this, but if I want to look at Bijan, you'll be able to see over here behind my head. Better yet, let's do this. I can drag myself. There we go. And we'll go over here, look at Bijan. So ask about these rankings, because he isn't ranked yet. Boom, we can see his exhibition games, and then who his ranked opponents would be whenever they get games. And then we can also just see his overall record as well. And then something else that's pretty cool is this what if feature. So Keon, I know Keon hasn't played enough games. You can go here. Let's say he beats Moon this weekend. And let's also say he beats Scar. So put Moon S tier, Scar S tier. I think the game is a S tier game. I think it's both pay-per-views. I could be wrong. Regardless, boom, jumps to number 6. And again, it kind of makes sense. He has a Kel win, right? You have a Moon win now, so he's above Moon. And he's also just 6-0. So a pro with this algorithm is that it actually helps players who aren't the consensus top 6 rank up. Like somewhere, I know people still have C4, they have Keem, which is fine if you want to have them in here, but we shouldn't want to hold spots for people because they don't have enough games. But then on another side, we say, oh, well, they're talented enough, we should have them here. Like, the top 6 shouldn't ever just keep their spot every year and just topple each other year after year after year, and no one gets a chance at sniffing that rankings, you know? So at least this, it gives you a pathway, and you'll be able to see, okay, I need to be, oh, I'm Lamar, I need to be Kel, I need to play Trey Croft. Let me go get Cam. Games that'll boost my rating up and help with the rankings, you know? And this algorithm is more so focused on who you beat as well. Like, that's probably the primary thing when it comes to just your overall rating. So not head to head for being ranked over somebody, but just but just beating top guys. That's why you'll see Malik here. Friga's getting penalized. He's on a 3-game losing streak, and he's negative, right? You guys are feel free to go through here and play around with this and just shoot. I'm trying to see these guys play, honestly. The more guys that play, the better, and the more guys that get ranked, the better as well. So let me know what y'all think about this algorithm overall. I personally think this one is the best one, honestly, if I had to compare. And also, you can go through here again. If I want to look at all of Zay's ranked games, here you go. If I want to look at all his exhibition games, so one and doneers, basically, a couple of them have 4, 3, you can do that. And I think it's a really strong talking point for when we decide, like, hey, like Nesco's only has 3 L's, unless I'm missing his Nas one. But then again, you can just exchange with Terry's. Oh no, I have his Nas one right here. No, yeah, and it's not counting Terry because it's OBL. That makes sense. Actually doesn't count it, but it's still here. Probably put like a tag on it saying, hey, this is an OBL game, or hey, this is a Figmas game, something like that. That way we know only the competitive games truly count. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I personally like it, but I know people are gonna give me heat regardless, but please give me some constructive criticism, or if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Anyways, peace.